By the end of this video, you will connect QuickBooks to Claude through MosoFin and run a real financial review. Everything you see is synthetic demo data, so no real client's information is shown. Each client lives in a separate workspace, so I choose the company context before I ask the question. Hi, I'm Travis, the founder of MosoFin. Let's go from zero to source back review step by step. Now that you have seen the result, here's how it works. It takes 4 steps. Create a workspace, connect a company, and select it in Claude, and ask. QuickBooks keeps the records, MosoFin retrieves the data, and Claude prepares the analysis, and you keep the judgment. The clean setup is simple: 1 client, 1 workspace, and 1 QuickBooks company. First, let's create your MosoFin account with email or Google, whichever you prefer. Complete the required fields, then answer a short survey about your firm. Next, choose the plan that fits your firm. After you complete the checkout, you will land on the same page with Data Source dropdown enabled. Today, QuickBooks Online is the only data source that we support, and Claude is where you will use the connected financial data to ask questions and prepare AI Assist financial review. Now let's create the first company workspace in MosoFin. Name it for the QuickBooks company you are about to connect. I'm using Northwind Foods Inc., a synthetic demo company. If you manage multiple clients, repeat this process per company. Now I have 2 companies in 2 separate workspaces. Clean boundaries now and save confusion later. MosoFin also includes a short guide tour. If you are new to MosoFin, feel free to use it and to learn the main navigation and understand where each setup step lives. Now let's connect QuickBooks. Inside Workspace, open a data source. Choose the QuickBooks Online and start a connection. This is the important click here. Choose the exact QuickBooks company name belongs in this workspace, and MosoFin hands the authorization to Intuit. Approve the read-only access and head back to the MosoFin. Now run a quick 2-point check. QuickBooks shows the connected and the company name matches to this workspace. Now let's do another client. We do the same and connect QuickBooks and find the matching name. Next, and confirm. And we can click the connect button. Now you can see we have 2 clients. Each client has his own workspace and has its own connected QuickBooks. Next, open the API Tools tab. This sets the guardrails between Claude and QuickBooks. Enable means Claude can use it. Require permission means Claude asks you first. Block means Claude cannot use it. Now give you an example. Get profit and loss. This tool is enabled, so Claude can retrieve the P&L. We can show you the demo later. Next, go to the Get General Ledger. So this is set to require permission, so Claude asks you first. Finally, let's go to Search Customers. This is blocked, so Claude cannot use that tool. So each workspace has its own permission configurations, so one company can have different guardrails from another. So now let's go to the activity log. It shows the tool calls and the permission changes for this workspace filtered by the date, events, and agent. The result is controlled read-only access. Configure 1 workspace at a time. Now let's connect MosoFin to Claude. Open your account menu, then choose the integration. Here are the setup steps. On Personal, add the connector yourself. On Team or Enterprise, an admin has to add it once, then each member connect their own account. This page also provides the MosoFin MCP server URL, the address Claude uses to reach MosoFin. Copy the URL, then use the link below to open Claude's connector settings. In Claude, choose Add and then Add Custom Connector. Name it MosoFin, paste MosoFin server URL, and click Add. Now connector is saved. Now click Connect button and we can begin the authorization with MosoFin. Claude sent us back to MosoFin. You can sign in with the same account you used to create these MosoFin workspaces. And then you can pause here to review the workspaces and the sign-in account and the tools that Claude can access. If everything looks right, approve access. Now back in Claude, open connectors and make sure MosoFin is enabled. Now you can ask, list my MosoFin workspace. Claude checks the connected MosoFin account and retrieves the workspace list. Claude returns both workspaces, and now you can confirm Northwind Foods is our active workspace, and we will use this workspace for the next request. Now for the payoff. This is where Claude becomes really useful for financial review. I want to pull the June P&L and compare it with the last month and focus on the biggest changes. MosoFin brings the QuickBooks reports into Claude from the Northwind Foods workspace. And here's the useful part. Claude doesn't just return the reports, it compares May and June, finds the biggest changes, and flags anything that may need a closer look. Before we trust it, check the company and the dates, right client, right period. If not, even a smart answer is wrong. Now look at what Claude called negative June revenue, a net income drop of about $38,680, and one service income account behind 84% of the revenue decline. This is real value. Instead of hunting line by line, you get focused questions and the practical next steps. Before we act, verify the company and the period and the numbers. Fast analysis still needs a human check. Claude prepares the analysis, you check the numbers, and you make the final decision. That is the MosoFin workflow. Choose a client, connect QuickBooks, and ask in Claude. Every client stays in a separate, read-only workspace with tool-level permission and an activity trail. The goal isn't to replace your judgment. It is to make every client's book easier to review, explain, and trust. If you manage multiple clients' books, come visit MosoFin.com and start with one client. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.